All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. How goes it?
It's going good. I have to say, it's going good.
Is it? Okay, so here's the main question, the big question of the week. Michael, do you have health insurance?
That's in process.
In process. Okay.
Actually, a better question for Jody,
Ah,
who may be more familiar with the results than I am. If there's been an update that I haven't heard yet. No, probably no.
no update. Oh, okay. The bureaucracy turns very, very slowly.
I cried a lot today.
Oh,
It sounds like
did you
classic
try
a lot.
because of that?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, what are they saying then? I mean, is it time to go primitive on them?
I don't want to talk about this on air.
Sorry.
Still again, if I have to.
Yeah, I know exactly. We can go down there with
I didn't
Sticks.
get a positive response back from the trust, and they asked, "Well, how did you really, really try to make sure that we got this email?" Was their response back to me?
seriously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to respond back to them.
The email wasn't returned unsent.
No, it was not.
Right.
I can't even believe that they asked me that question. How hard did you try to correct this mistake that we did?
Right.
And so that's where I'm at today, and I just feel so defeated. And so, yeah, I want to light the world on fire, kind of.
I'm using my tactic.
I might. You might be shocked with what I'm capable of, Michael. I don't think you should be, though.
No.
But
That is.
I feel horrible. I feel absolutely awful. I feel like I've failed. I feel awful.
It feels like people have failed you.
Same
To
thing.
be honest, I mean,
At the end of the day, I'm failed.
yeah.
And I just
I mean that, but
just such a
that's just one of the.
feeling inside, and all I do is work. And I can never stop.
Patty, is my mic not good?
Oh, probably not. Okay, hang on. All right, try it now.
Can't have a mouthful.
You too.
Yeah, no, we have dinner and a show tonight.
I'm sorry I lollygagged.
It's okay. You have an excuse.
Well, what it was they're having holiday stuff out, so toys, right? And they have an aisle of pretty cool toys, but really cheap. And there were 4 little backpack sets of one was a beauty parlor, one was a pet shop, one was a home kitchen, and one was a grocery store. The teacher in me is going, I want.
Mhm.
So I did. We got
So what'd you get?
I got those. The 4 little packs of the beauty shop and the pet shop and the grocery store. So we got Wendy's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a girlfriend named Wendy, and Michael always likes to go. I'm like, do you want Wendy tonight? He's like, yeah. That sounds great.
Wendy is in our show.
She is, yeah. Now you know why. So yes,
Yes.
we have
Wendy
gotten no
is
further
very
in
pretty.
the insurance.
The principal.
We
Well, I'm sorry. I did not realize that. I did not realize that they had done that to you guys. That is horrible.
I haven't been able to think about how I was going to approach the subject with Michael all night. I don't want to ruin his night.
You hide the keys to the gun cabinet first.
I'm like, they
now we
have to-
can't take. Let's not make specific threats.
right.
No, very vague.
Very vague, very vague.
Very vague.
The cat has jumped over the moon. The cat has jumped over the
John
moon.
has a long mustache. The chair is against the wall.
Well, I mean, so yeah, sitting here. So this is actually the perfect time to tell Michael. Actually.
He's fed. His work day's over. Yeah, go ahead. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want him to send him off to work when I brought home McDonald's. Yes, we eat a lot of fast food. Today I just got it as soon as I was on my lunch. I got that text or the voicemail, and I was like, I can't ruin his day. He's just going to go and not make any sales and feel like shit. And I can't keep doing that to him. But what about me? I feel like shit every single day, you know?
Yeah, no, how did you try and fix our mistake?
Prove to us that you
I
did
made you
everything.
aware of it, and you
Right.
ignored that.
right?
Yeah, right? No, I mean, that's
It's not on me to track it. Now, a person would say, yes, it is, Judy. If you want it to be fixed, it's on you. Yes.
but you have other, I mean, that's
But
That
the
is- that
system
is their
can't work that
thing.
way.
okay, so that is their life. That is their
Get out of
entire existence, right?
Yeah.
Their entire existence is to provide people insurance, people that work at the school district and wherever else they provide people insurance. That's their thing. That's not you don't sit around all day and think about insurance. I was
Nope.
about to
I'm
say
teaching
the
those
F word.
children.
You're teaching children and you're teaching other children and you're, working here
And
and you've got a kid to run. So you don't.
I have no time.
I'm just curious. If you were to take a guess, how many of the faculty at your school are single?
Not many.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine most somewhat professional, careers and whatnot. Usually you're married for that. So, I mean,
Or they've just gotten out of college, so they're in their 20s and 30s, but they have boyfriends that they're going to marry.
yeah,
Mhm.
just imagine if it's like singles a default for the guy typing in the info on the insurance. You just used to doing singles. It's so rare a married person gets hired.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
No,
the
that's
movie
that's
theater. Like the movie theater.
That's crazy. Well, I'm sorry. I hope next week has much better outcome with this because those people are stupid. That makes zero sense. That makes.
I mean,
Where-
we found a way to come up with today's script that I needed, relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
Which,
Right.
hey, thumbs up. But
Mhm.
I got appointments that I'm avoiding right now that I need set.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to come up with a pre-existing way to pay for pre-existing conditions.
No, exactly. It is very rude, Patty. It is
That's
so
what that
rude.
was. Rude.
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 But so here you go. Maybe this will make you feel better, Michael. Maybe. Let's see. Can I get where?
Last year it was the protesters that made us feel better. We're not protesters.
All right. How's that? Does that make you feel better?
And this, everyone, is Wendy.
So-
That's me, Wendy.
So we have Wendy tonight. Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. I
He'd
love
be an
you.
excellent guest panelist.
Mm-hmm. We
She
should
would
have her
be.
on
She'd
as a
be
guest
a lot more
panelist.
dynamite than me.
Oh, whatever. This was our shooting day that we shot her interrogation scene.
I remember.
So there's
We spent
Michael?
lots of hours in that building.
Michael. There's Michael's backside.
With a gun.
Yeah, well, look at that with a gun and everything. There's me with a big old fuzzy beard. Hey, look, it's Michael.
Again.
How the hell did you
rare-
get in all these pictures?
A rare day wearing pants.
Look, and Joe and Wendy. And then
Yep, Cat's there. Dennis
yeah,
is there.
there's Kat. There's Jody. There's Wendy. I
That's
keep
not
saying
me,
Jody. Yeah, exactly. There it is. There's another
she
one.
is, yeah.
There's a Wendy selfie with us
With
in
no
the
one looking.
background.
That's an Ussie.
What else we got? There's Dennis. And that's it. Okay. Yay.
Good times, good times.
Mm-hmm. I'll be working well more on that my
Yes,
trailer
Patty,
this
I normally wear
weekend.
kilts.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't wear pants very often.
Yep. Michael found his call and it was kilts. And it's not, and no, I love it. It's, the term is utilikilt because it's not for Celtic or traditions or anything. It's a utility kilt. So it's just a kilt, but there's nothing connected to it. So you can buy a bunch of different colors, styles,
Material.
He has that orange safety kilt, which I love. And it's so, I think that honestly it needs to just be growing for men. I think
If
kilts
they
are
only
away.
knew. I don't know what's holding other men back from trying them out because they're a pretty sweet deal.
You're a pioneer, right? It takes people like you to wear them.
I consider mine medically necessary, and
Yours is medically necessary.
well, yeah. But if people don't want to be considered an invalid like me, they wouldn't wear them.
They would
Maybe
if they
that's what's
felt
holding
if
them
it
back.
made them feel good, if their body felt good. It'd be a nice bridge if the mom doesn't want the son to wear a skirt. A kilt might work. It's a compromise. Get us through those teenage years.
Mm-hmm. Like you can wear this, just not this.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make some compromises. When I was working at the Diamond Movie Theater, there was this kid and this mom his mom always took him to the mall, and he would go from fad to fad to fad. So he'd be an emo kid, for like 6 to 8 weeks. Then he'd be a punk skater kid for 6 to 8 weeks. So he'd be trying, and then he'd be a cowboy for 6 to 8 weeks. But whatever it was, his mom always took him to the mall, took him to Hot Topic, and all of his places, and just kind of let him, do what we all did back then. I mean, I don't know. I guess I had a couple of little subtle looks. Like I had a hippie sort of look and a grunge sort of look. Michael, what was your style? Was it just high school All-American kid?
No,
We had your
because
jersey.
besides your standard surfer, skater sort of thrash kind of clothing, I was also a jock, so usually in high school,
okay.
Team T-shirt, football, baseball,
Right.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did. I had a grunge period, like a flannel, like a T-shirt with an open flannel period, and then
Yeah, on average, we wouldn't have worn a flannel in South Texas.
Not so much.
yeah, babies.
Not much need. Yeah.
And then
Well, you guys wouldn't have worn a tank top on Christmas Day. So
No, I lived in Alabama for a couple of years, so I knew that obviously Christmas didn't always have to be white.
right.
it was
think most
so
of mine
confusing
were.
in school.
Jody, I bet you every one of your Christmases has been white.
I've had a standard issue white person Christmas my whole life.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. All right. What the hell's going on here? I want to know.
No.
All right. Check this stuff out.
Tell
Look.
me.
Little kids. What? And how are they doing this? You got it right.
What are they doing?
Adding and subtracting really
So
fast.
adding and subtracting those numbers on the screen. So and then immediately coming up with the answer. And doing something with their fingers.
It's got to be like manipulating some sort of controller, but
In their
they're not holding on
brain.
to anything. Yeah.
No, in their brain. The controller's in their brain. They're like,
That's what it is in their brain.
I mean, check this. Watch this. And I'm not sure what this is. This is India, maybe, or. But she's definitely
Those look
not
like Russian
Indian.
characters.
Yeah, maybe a Russian. Yeah. Okay. Holy moly. That does sound Russian. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded Russian. Definitely sounded Russian. But I mean, holy crap. I saw that and I was like, wow. What are
That's not
teaching me?
2 + 2 + 2 + 2.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, me and my friend reading numbers. 6, 9.
Based on perspective.
Yeah, I mean, what are they doing with their fingers? That's like,
It seems like they were holding some sort of like VR controller, manipulating it,
right.
but the controller is obviously what the VR is.
Now, whenever
Yeah.
I search in my store for something, I always have my hands out when I hunt. And I need my fingers out. I don't think that's what they're doing, but I think it's some tactile thing.
Right. So it's a
Yeah.
But they were their finger. They weren't just like
You wanna
rubbing them
watch it
back
again?
and forth. He was doing. He was
we can watch
manipulating
it again.
something.
Hang on.
He wasn't.
No, watch, because every now and then he strikes with his index finger.
All right, let's watch it
Strikes
one more time.
something.
But there's
It's not
nothing
there.
There's nothing in his hand.
Right. You're not sure.
Yeah, I know. I'm going back. All right, back
Looks
from
like
the
an autistic
beginning.
kid.
All right, so he
Put the pen down.
puts the pen down. There's nothing
Picks
in
up
his
his Johnny
hand.
Mnemonic controller.
I bet you it's invisible. I bet you they've perfected stealth technology.
It's different movements with their fingers.
Right. No, exactly.
Different brains.
All right, so she starts with 15. Then she goes negative 15. So that's 0. So she's back to 0. So let's see. Then we're at plus 57, plus 21. So what does she do there?
10, 31.
And then 83. And then, I mean, look at us. We got to slow it like way down. nigga. And I'm still not getting it. I'm still like, I have no idea what the hell that is. That could be 24. It could be 89. I don't fucking know.
I stopped caring.
I'm going to say she got the answer right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So, yeah, I saw
Yeah, but
that.
she
I
doesn't
thought
know how
that
to
was
drive
funny.
stick.
Other videos where the whole classroom's doing. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
How did they? Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
I love our
Doing-
babies,
doing
but we
the,
ain't that smart. My
Doing the
babies can't
math
do
or
that.
Doing the imaginary controller thing.
So, Michael, I know you don't watch other football games,
I
but
did catch a glimpse of the
Last night.
competition
Yeah,
last night.
I didn't even watch it at the bar last night.
look at
Yeah.
that. It
Yep.
was the last night's game in Cleveland would be calling the snow globe game. So,
And I will admit, normally when these teams play each other, in lieu of an opponent or a team winning, I just hope for a natural disaster or something like that.
right. I root for the medical
And I almost
staff.
got it.
Well, and the Browns came back to win, so that's always
Yeah.
good. Especially when they're like the same, they're even worse record than the Bengals.
And that's fine. And
Mhm.
and they were going against the division lead, knocked them down a peg,
Yeah.
which is fine too.
So here's some other crazy games. We've got the Ice Bowl.
Yep.
Playing on a brown field.
And the Green Bay Packers draw first blood. Star begins the
The
count.
coldest game in
Takes the ball,
NFL
takes the
history.
handoff, back to throw, fires a long one. It is complete to Boyd Dollar. He'll go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Back when the championship game wasn't on a neutral site.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it wasn't, was it?
No, they're playing in Lambeau.
Mm-hmm. All right, the Fog Bowl.
Oh,
Yep, I remember this one. This was hilarious.
I can't say it.
Yeah.
At any rate, it don't look good for the Eagles.
Where they're going to have problems is when they throw the
How
football.
how do
15 yards
you?
beyond the line of
The
scrimmage.
coaches on the
That's where
sidelines
they're
couldn't even see.
compared.
Like
Wow.
a player would come out of the fog to talk to the coach and go, "What's going on in there?"
Why wouldn't you cancel this game?
Because at the time there was an NFL rule that once the game has started, absolutely nothing stops the NFL game except
I always tell people
Act
of
when
God.
the sun was shining. That's
Oh.
Really? So
Yeah.
what if there was like a nuclear war? Would they have
Lightning.
to finish that?
they changed that rule because of lightning for one, because you really don't
okay.
want anyone getting struck.
Right.
And then say like 2 seasons ago, Bengals Bills when Hammond got hurt is another example of a good cause to stop the game.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But it used to be that once the game has started, nothing stops it until the end of the game. Or the only thing that does stop it is the end of the game.
That's crazy.
Well, football's supposed to be harder, you know. We play on fields like Soldier Field and War Memorial Stadium.
Don't go too hardcore.
Oh, man.
They're not postmen.
They're not? No. Come rain or shine or sleet or hail or
You have the Freezer Bowl.
Not so much.
yes, that's the next one, the Freezer Bowl.
Just put it this way, it's gone from bitter
That is Riverfront Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio.
When I first told Jody about this game, she didn't believe me. No, they'd cancel the game if it's that cold. Oh, no.
Yeah,
They played.
sitting flabbergasted. Spell that.
Wind chill like minus
I felt like-
59.
Answer's 42.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems implausible to me.
Here.
Your body can't work like that.
Just put it this way, it's
Who
gone
would
from
sit there and watch
bitter
this?
to brutally cold. Did you ever play in anything like it? The AFC
I wouldn't take my children out to this.
I mean,
This
is the AFC Championship game.
Winner
This
to the
is-
big one. Winner to the Super
Mhm.
Bowl.
It's just not there for me.
What's sad is Bengals, they're on the Ohio River. Maybe they're used to it. They had to play the poor San Diego Chargers.
Oh, San Diego. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. It's like, how does your body even work if it's not acclimated to that?
Well, their time at the time running back for them, James Brooks, who actually later became a Bengal, he was the running back for San Diego, and he comes running out of the tunnel with all his, sweatshirts and all his cold weather gear on.
Yeah.
He gets just to the opening of the field and runs back into the locker room to the guys and, "Don't worry, take it all off. It's not going to matter."
Coach of the year, some Vaseline applied to his
Oh.
face to protect him from this bitter cold.
When
He
defensive
remembers
end
the day in
Ross
the early
Browner
60s when
still
the
had
Green Bay
frostbite on his
Packers
ear
played
2
in
weeks
New
later
York.
at the Super
He came
Bowl.
out of the game with a limp
Um,
ear. He said
They were
he
able to
looked
see
like
that
a
on the camera.
dead road.
And
Just
all the
walked
offensive
right
linemen
over
for
his
Cincinnati for intimidation,
Mhm.
they wore short sleeves.
No, we did.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. We watched it on TV. I do remember. Oh, yeah. No, I remember watching this on TV. Because we were only 2 hours away, so it was cold as shit where we were too.
At least you're inside. Yeah.
So, oh, yeah. Nope, exactly. We definitely watched it.
That's like a bar. The door keeps opening. Close the door. I just, yeah. Now,
Wind chill of
that's not America's
59
Funniest.
degrees.
No, that's AFB, America's Funniest Home
See if there was any other
No, not the
pictures from
coldest.
that game. I don't know if there's any other pictures
No,
of that
snow brush
one,
game.
but yep, the snow brush. Oh, yeah.
Henderson.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go back up here. What about, all right, next one is the Mud Bowl. Oh, wow, look at
So
that.
it's the Rams versus somebody. Oh, the Vikings.
Yeah, Rams versus the Vikings.
The Pillsbury Doughboys.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
Yuck.
So the Mud Bowl Part 2, 2007, one of the sloppiest games in NFL history. When a punt lands, leaves a divot like a golf ball.
Oh, yeah, the ball just sticks in it.
Oh, look at that. Blah.
Is it raining or had it rained?
It looks like it's raining.
But this is in Pittsburgh.
This
Oh,
is
look at
in
that.
Pittsburgh. Look at him. Look at him
that field.
stepping. Yeah, look at him stepping and just
Oh,
sinking
imagine
into
ankle
the
injuries.
Feet are all
field.
soggy.
Imagine the ankle injuries.
Oh, it just stuck. Ugh.
Trainers probably went through a mile of tape just taping up all those ankles.
All right, the Blizzard Bowl.
Is that how
Our
you
outside grew frightful.
What's
tape
that?
up your ankle?
Pardon?
You tape up your ankle to prevent it from twisting?
Yes.
Or you twisted it previously and need it taped up to play with the injury.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's a specific way it's taped up.
But you could do it for to prevent injury.
Yeah, you do it as prophylactic.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Sounds like something we should do if we're going out in the snow. It's like we should tape our ankles and put our boots on. Maybe
Maybe
going out
if
this-
we're ice skating, something like that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Sorry. Just had a family conversation in the middle of our live stream.
You're
Hey,
good.
honey, did you get the eggs from the store?
So we got the Blizzard Bowl in Philly.
2013 game between
Is that where they had all the
Lions and
fans show up with a
Eagles,
shovel?
dusting. That or
I think that was in
8 inches of
Buffalo, but
snow.
oh wow, look at that.
Chip Kelly, but to be frank, I have no idea. Jim Schwartz, maybe.
Insane.
Maybe just an usher.
This must be painful.
The Lions 7 fumbles. Neither team even bothered with a field goal attempt, and only 1 extra point attempt.
That got blocked.
You got to battle for every inch out here. Any play can turn it, right?
How do you motivate?
Shady ran for
400,
over
almost
200.
500 yards of offense. Wow.
Is that little or a lot?
That's a lot.
No, that's a
Okay.
lot.
Because
Usually
they're
you.
not going to throw the ball, they're going to run it.
No, they're just gonna run it.
Yeah, Shady had over 200.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It said LaShawn McCoy had
A game for
217
the
yards.
ages.
So now we got the Snow Bowl.
The flood.
Another more snow.
Leapfrogging a defender.
This I think was the one where they had the shovels, because this is the Buffalo one.
Play by McCoy in the snow.
Ah,
Finally forced out of bounds after a
wow, more LaShawn McCoy. You see that?
Yeah.
Number 79,
Another
the right
LaShawn
tackle,
McCoy
gets the key block, and then it's McCoy
snow
doing it on
game.
his own. A beautiful little hurdle out there. A
And
really good
this is
block on the
why
outside.
Buffalo was able to go to 4 Super Bowls in a row, because you couldn't play there in
Multiple running.
January.
McCoy again. Shady in the open field.
This is where that game management's so critical. And Sean McDermott looks on. Peterman to the airs as he finds Benjamin.
Beautiful location by Peterman. Puts it on.
That looks like fun. Snow games are my favorite.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
snow games.
I love snow games. All right,
Wind
Flood Bowl.
Bowl.
All right, this is the Flood Bowl. Look at that.
Oh, they were Kingdom had been done. They were building a new stadium.
So they're playing at the University of Washington Stadium, probably.
Oh no, Kansas City. Kansas City's
Oh.
home.
But we haven't had rain like this.
You know what? If I'm in the
Right on the
you don't have
plains.
to ask me to go undercover. I've been gone for over an hour.
We're
I'm
inches
undercover.
during the game.
I believe in initiative in this kind of circumstance. I mean, just waves of water down on the 50-yard line from where we're looking is just
What's that? What's that guy's name that's talking? Paul something.
waves going down the field. You've got to hand it to all our cameramen, the guys out there who are.
What the heck is his name? Because he's on another video I shared the other night.
They're drowning and they're
You remember some of these old announcers, right?
Yeah.
That is pouring out.
All right, I'll show you in a minute. Let's get done with this and I'll show you the. All right. Now the wind. Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
The Windy City.
Oh my golly.
You think it's windy? Understatement of the year. And the kick is up, it's on the way, and it's man. And
And his
Look
little
at
scream like,
that.
it's
Oh, yeah.
no shock. This is pregame warm-ups for the game.
That's crazy. Slip and score.
Is it just like, do you think there's just fun at some point where you're just like, this is insane?
They bring in the new regime. There weren't many people.
What did he do?
Didn't know what happened here this
Bringing in the award-winning regime.
Oh, so they're
11 a year ago.
celebrating.
Firing of Matt Nagy and Ryan
Oh, look at those
Pace.
little birds.
They bring in the new regime. There weren't many
All right, right. So where is the Tuck Rule Bowl? Gosh darn it. They didn't put the Tuck Rule game in there.
I guess that was a weather game.
Oh yeah.
But that was a fumble. I love Jimmy Dukes on that.
Oh.
So this is one of the most controversial plays in NFL history.
Okay.
And it's whether this is a fumble or a incomplete pass.
Okay.
Because
so you know,
the way the rules
we're gonna let Jody decide which one it is. You tell us. You know a little bit about football, not a ton, but you know a little bit about football. Would this be a fumble or an incomplete pass?
Okay.
Lost the football. It's on the ground.
Well, no, that was an incomplete pass because they interfered.
Quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an
Incomplete pass?
Incomplete pass. That's what they called it. It probably should have been a fumble.
See, I don't even know now because I said that first, and now I know second guessed myself.
They changed the rule later. So what they said, the rule said that even so his hand was going forward, and then he decided not to throw it, and so you still were allowed to tuck the ball back in.
Okay.
And that's still part of the passing motion somehow.
Okay.
And so it was a really weird rule, and the interpretation was really weird.
Is when does the tuck end and the actual pass end?
Right.
That now you're not passing anymore, so a fumble's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie Dukes was saying, I know what the tuck rule says, but that was a fumble.
So, yeah, and it was also a snow game, too.
Wow.
I remember in Seattle.
So, and these are the two guys that were part of this whole thing. So, this is kind of funny here. Let's see.
It wasn't a pass.
That's the first time I heard that. That's the first time.
That was a little bullshit.
Brady pumps. He does bring it forward, but that's not to pass the ball.
You forced it into a pass. Had you tackled me. Let's do it right here. If the ball was tucked, look what would have happened. I'd have held onto the ball.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
Doesn't take much pressure to knock it out at that point. Go ahead. Fumble. Or, in this case, tuck rule.
Freeze it on that.
In this case.
He admitted it was a fumble.
But it sent the Patriots to their first Super Bowl, or not? Well, the team's second, but Brady's first Super Bowl.
Right.
And the Raiders didn't go back to the Super Bowl or even the AFC Championship game for like half a decade.
Mm-hmm. No, that was kind of what set Brady's whole greatest of all time stuff in motion. I remember that game because Kat's truck broke down in the middle of that game, and I had to go save her from her broke down truck.
How many husbands have this story about their wives?
Right in the middle of this
Michael,
game.
raise your hand.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of this game. I'm like, and it was because I think it was the floor, the light switch on the floor had rusted through or something like that. And then it like caused the whole electrical system of the truck to not want to work.
Wow, that's some real issues there.
Right, it's all my fault. No, that's why I remember this game, because I was like so involved in it, and like I made it back actually. I think before this happened, I made it back over to our friend Rob's house, but like I had to go and save her before.
Yep.
I just want to watch a snow game, damn it.
There was something. Oh, Michael, what was it? I don't think I was dreaming. Did you show me something last night about the 50 things men wished women knew?
Oh, it was just someone's, I don't know that it'd be a podcast, but just a video she did of some psychologist or, not what's the term? Counselor. Couples counselor. And she just had a list of.
It was like.
Just
how simple
40
men
secrets
are.
that men wish women knew.
And how men aren't very complex. If they want to pursue you, they will. If they don't, they won't.
Well, she contradicted herself quite a bit in that.
Oh, did she?
As complex as we are is also as simple as we are.
Okay, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
Behind all this complexity is a very simple set.
Yes.
Whereas with women, it looks simple, but there's a whole bunch of complexity within that's almost kind of the flip of itself. But it was something about the what she said about the simplicity of men, about how it's like all you wanted was to get to the game. All you wanted. The simplicity of man.
Well, she got went on topics like how women just want a sensitive ear as they, talk about their problems, where
But they
men
don't
are
want you to
driven
solve
be
the problem.
problem solvers. So
Right.
you're telling me this because you want me to
Just
tell you how
listen.
to fix it or solve it, but that's not what you wanted
But that's
at
not
all.
what I want. Yeah. What?
And we're not alone in that as a couple. There's apparently other couples that suffer that.
I was thinking like
most of them.
So like if you could say one thing that you wish women knew about men that you think is a pretty generalization with men, like the majority of men would fit with this category. Can you think of one thing that comes to mind? We're not all trying to attack you. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't think I want to answer that.
That's kind of a trap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Michael, go ahead and tell the public audience what you think women.
What you think women, given that, I'm the only one that you live with. So.
Well, I just wish my wife knew that I really wanted to do everything. I just didn't want to do it. But I mean, I saw it. I knew it needed to get done. I just didn't want to do it. What about you, Rob? Is there anything that you wish women would know about men? Or I would say that you guys have feelings, is what I would say. That women should know that you guys actually have feelings.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't thought about it that much.
Because I forget.
I'd say it could be common for the woman in the relationship to basically, talk down about her, kindly gentleman caller to her friends and whatnot, even though she's making a joke or making a jest. And then if he were to express some sort of, displeasure with, having that she said that, we're just joking. And then if you've totally flipped that, if the guy were to make some, lighthearted joking comment about her, it'd just be like throwing knives at her. Right. The way she would take it. Oh, it's just a joke, except that's not going to fly.
Oh, yeah. And we were talking about that. We were watching an interesting, well, it wasn't that interesting. I mean, it was a good movie. But it was about this bad guy. And I mean, this was also in Ted Lasso. I mean, Jamie's dad, right? You have the bad guy character who's this creep, this awful, yucky person that nobody likes. And every single time that he talks, like, I'm kidding. But I'm kidding. And you just are like, why has nobody punched you in the face or like done something about you? Why do we all endure this? I'm kidding, because it's not. We all know it's not. And it's this why do we allow that to happen? Collectively, we could have done something about it.
Well, on the individual, I mean, if it was, acceptable just to
like you're
punch people in the face when they need it.
Right. If it was acceptable to pop them in the face when they needed it.
I think we'd have a lot less of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something like that. One guy's going to give me what I deserve, Yeah.
Knock that off.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right in the pop.
And I just don't want to get punched in the face today, so I'll shut up. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get punched in the face.
But I know several people in my life that could have done well with the good old knuckle sandwich.
Sure. But you didn't, right?
No.
You told me your last fight, I think, was over like hockey, but you guys are playing street hockey.
Right. You're not allowed to like hip check or shoulder check or actually do your normal rough hockey stuff in street hockey. It's really confusing.
Patty is a good fella.
Yeah.
Does. That's what I'm talking about. I enjoy when couples actually enjoy each other and want to like, no, I'm cool. I want to spend time with my husband, or you guys have your things. That's wonderful.
No, I mean, the only thing with Kat and I is sometimes there's still like cultural things, right? Like, because she's from a different culture. I mean, as Americanized as she is, we still have, just little things like not completely understanding the meaning of something I'm saying, right?
Sure. Okay.
Or yeah.
You're eating. Sorry.
No, sorry. It sounds, something I say might sound different, or something she says sound different, and I interpret it a different way, and so
Michael and I are not.
I'm
very
sure
good
that
at
happens.
But our communication is terrible.
Well, admittedly, I'll use a lot of second or third definitions in
texting. Is awful for us because I almost always hate him in text.
I can imagine that.
Funny, or maybe he's upset a little bit, so he's just trying to be his Michael self. And I'll just like, I hate you forever. I'm not talking to you for 5 days, and it will happen.
But then if I actually say the text to her, and where she can hear my tone,
there have been times we've gone over fights and we pull out our phones and we're going over the text message, and then we put the appropriate tone of what the intention actually was.
Oh yeah, you cannot have tone over text.
Oh God.
Right. There's no tone over text.
What you meant. I'm sorry.
But it just, when you're reading my text, though, are you reading it in your Jody voice in your head?
Yes,
I am. Imagining you're reading it in my voice as if I'm saying it.
So you got to translate it into my language for me to understand.
Yeah, but I mean, if you heard me say it versus,
yes,
read
you're right.
that I texted
you're right.
it.
It would probably go off gangbusters better if I heard you say it than if I heard. So maybe you should do a voice to text. That's what we should do.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh my God.
What?
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how that works.
Oh, that's not how that works.
There are, but you can. Oh my God.
Voice to text. I'm so stupid.
Now it's not.
If you use voice to text, it'll get the right emotion and the right tone of voice across in your text words.
No, it won't.
But there is a mic. You can't hit the microphone and send each other recorded messages, which would get but that would be silly.
Maybe this is how we'll save our marriage.
Yeah,
recorded messages.
See her in the classroom, and then she gets a text, but has to listen to it for the whole class. Oh, that wasn't for everyone.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's funny how often the children do ask about my husband. They know lots about Michael. They're fascinated by him. Like, how tall is he? How big is he? What's he do? And I'll show them your videos or something.
Oh yeah, one of the yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The children get rewarded every once in a while to watch one of my commercials on YouTube. Every once in a while.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so you guys, moving on. You guys remember this picture from the other night? Did you see this picture the other night when Trump and everybody was coming back from the UFC, Jody?
No.
Okay.
Train?
No, they're on the plane.
Okay.
They're on the Trump plane.
Sure. Okay.
And they're all coming back from the UFC in
a lot of food
in New York, right? And so you've got, that's Donald Trump. If you're not familiar with him, Elon Musk. He's kind of a big dude.
All right. Okay.
Robert Kennedy Jr. is the guy on the right. He's not very happy with having his McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, so
son of Trump.
He's like the new health secretary, and he does not like all the additives that we have in food.
I have a question about him. Yeah, when we have a good second.
Okay, what's that?
I want to confirm that that this is not something he said. That he does not believe that vaccines cause autism. I heard two different reports that he thinks that vaccines cause autism, and I just need to make sure that he doesn't think that.
He wants stuff to be studied. His main thing is just he wants the science to be he wants things to be studied and he wants things to be published. Like
I'm just like, because because somebody that I love wanted him to be president. So I was like, oh, okay, sounds like a great guy. And then I'm like, whoa, what? And so I'm iffy on him. I'm iffy on a couple of his choices.
Well, if it was the media telling you he said that, then you could probably just.
That's why I want to confirm that it's wrong.
So it's not just a wrote that vaccines cause autism. No, he hasn't said that.
Okay.
Like it's a definitive thing that this is what it is.
Autism. That's what I meant. Like that he doesn't actually say that.
No.
Okay.
No. Now he said, yeah. Anyway, that's not why we're here.
That's the only thing I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Wait. All right. So you have him, and he's the guy in the white shirt.
Yep.
Okay. And then who's the guy in the back?
That's Don. So this guy's the
son of Trump.
Yeah, that's the son of Trump holding up the fries.
Okay, that's the son of Trump holding up the fries.
And then this is the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
Okay. I like his. He has a nice smile.
So this says right here. So if you look at the right, it says this 1721 painting, and this is the picture. The 1721 painting by Dietz Knudsen predicted the Trump Elon RFK McDonald's dinner. We went over this on the show this week, but I had to share it with you guys. This person said that he found a 1721 painting that predicted this exact dinner.
Oh
right?
My God.
And so he put it online, and it's this. Now you tell me if you actually believe that this is a 1791 painting from a guy named Dietz Knudsen.
No.
Okay.
That looks silly.
All right. You can tell exactly that this is a AI generated joke, correct?
Yeah.
Like immediately you say, okay, that's funny. That's a funny joke.
Well, I don't
got
like AI, but I mean, it's.
I mean, look at the shoes and look at the table leg, right?
Okay.
They're in the exact same position.
Oh, wow.
Right. So basically this picture was fed into an AI and said, make this picture look like a 1791 painting.
God.
The guy's wearing a crown.
Right,
So-
two of them wearing crowns. It just doesn't make sense.
Just so we know,
And then tables
Newsweek.
didn't. That looks like a diner. Tables didn't look like that at
Newsweek
all.
didn't run that, did they?
Newsweek decided that it needed fact checked. Did Dietz Knudsen painting predict Trump dinner with RFK? Actually went through and did a fact check. Now here,
Is Dietz Knudsen even a person? Or is that like an anagram for ding dong head?
well, it's an anagram for D's nuts. Dietz Knudsen. Now it gets better. This is the author of the Newsweek article. There's Flynn Nichols, the author of the Newsweek article.
He looks AI generated too.
Yes, it does.
Who had to fact check, and then he had to put. So Newsweek, I looked for it. I looked for it to try and put it up here. It's gone. It's not on Newsweek's site anymore. It got hammered. Like people hammered the hell out of that thing, right?
Yeah.
So they went and they fact checked the fact that there is no such person as Dietz Knudsen. So the original guy that did it, his name online is Bone GPT. Let me find him. Let me find his
Probably not his given name.
Not
It's
his government
definitely
name.
Definitely not his government name. No. So he actually went and did. So Reuters actually has
Yeah, the hand is exactly it.
right. So yeah,
No, on the left, the hand, Elon's hand.
oh yeah,
and that
yeah.
hand
Look
are
at that.
Exactly.
In the same spot, right?
Yeah.
So he basically, Reuters has now called him up just because they want to do a story about AI misinformation now, right? Because you know, and he said, I did the Reuters interview because there's something important I had to say. I can't tell you if any of this will be included or not, but here's what I said. So this is good that he said, this is what I told Reuters. Now let's see what they post. Every AI was able to tell that Dietz Knudsen was a joke, but 50% of people fell for it. 50% of people said, oh my God, I can't believe it. It made the news actually in India. Like there was a news place in India that said this has actually happened. And so, I mean, yeah, he goes on to make some interesting statements about, AI and how it's, if we try to give AI morality instead of just the truth, then it's exploitable, right? If we try to make AI, or, inorganically, try to decide between what's right and wrong and everything, instead of just making a decision of what's, this is actually what happened. This is, then it's exploitable. We can make it do what we want. We can shape it to how we want it to be.
Yep.
And then who controls it can tell it how it wants. The government, who controls the AI? A government can spew propaganda and use AI to confirm it.
Well, and also, any company, any privatized company, any military company, anybody.
No, exactly. So, but Dietz Knudsen, these nuts. I mean,
what are you thinking, Michael?
Well, as just the classic. You're worried that the media or somebody maybe editing a quote from a politician just to make him look bad or make him look good. So very fine people. But now we can have the computers actually make the whole scene of the guy saying some horribly bad stuff, and probably 50% of the people are going to believe and not even consider the fact that it's computer generated garbage. So if that's not already here, we are not far away from it.
No, exactly. I mean, because they have the analogy that a lie will travel halfway around the world before the truth even puts its pants on. Right. So you can spread a lie very, very fast that people will pick up, and then it takes so long. It's like a lot of news media will put out something that is knowingly false, or they'll distort it and take it out of context. And so the context makes it look completely different, right? And that'll get 50,000, 100,000, a million, hits and subs, and it'll get reposted by multiple people. Then a couple hours later, they'll come out and they'll say, oh, well, it was supposed to be this. We didn't mean it like this. And that gets like 25,000, So
at
it's
minimum,
like,
all they would have to say is, we retract that.
Yeah, right.
And the damage has been done.
And you could post that retraction at 3 a.m. when all your viewers are asleep. It would never even hear you say it. And so when you try and chase them for some sort of civil liability over it, no, they retracted it. What are you talking? Free speech.
So Elon Musk owns X, used to be Twitter, right? So you don't follow the news much at all, Jody, but NBC Universal owns a bunch of cable channels, right?
Okay.
Like MSNBC and CNBC and like the Oxygen channel, which is Oprah's channel, and Sci-Fi Golf channel. So they own a bunch of cable properties, right? And then they own NBC, and you've heard of Peacock, right? The Peacock network. And you guys even have it, right? You guys have Peacock?
I think we do.
No?
Okay. We got Prime. We're a Prime family.
We're a Prime family.
All right.
We're so simple.
So now it's come around that NBC is actually going to put Comcast up for sale. So they're going to sell MSNBC. They're going to sell CNBC.
Probably pretty cheaply too.
And some of these other cable channels. So they're spinning them off, making them a separate company, and they're going to sell them because they're not making them any money, and now they're tired of the liability that some of the MSNBC people are giving them. So today, Donald Trump Jr. says, hey, Elon, I had the funniest idea ever. Comcast is putting MSME up for sale. And Elon says, how much does it cost? So he might actually start owning some cable channels too.
My God.
I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be neat to see, something other than MSDNC.
Well, I mean, just get something that I mean, it all goes to one side, right? It's all just one single-sided thing.
Well, if we're talking cheap, can we afford it? Can we get a TV show station?
Oh, it's still going to be in the billions of dollars.
Never mind.
I mean, like you probably
seriously, we need a station.
$15 billion. Oh yeah, no, exactly. I think that would be great. I would love it. I would love to have a TV station. You're damn right. Maybe we could talk Elon into giving us one of them just to, we could run it. That's it. We could run that station.
Top all the updates there are, exciting updates in used furniture.
Are there that many?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no real new discovery.
In fact, I got to make up most of them.
It's a pretty lonely world out there reporting on furniture.
Used furniture.
Used furniture, yeah.
And here's a office chair. It's got hydraulics,
right.
Goes up and down.
So, all right, last thing, and then we'll go. There was another Starship. So SpaceX launched their latest Starship. I know how much you love space, Jody. But so this is right before it took off. And then I thought this was cool though. This kind of shows you the size comparison of the different vehicles. So we thought the space shuttle was big. This was the rocket that went to the moon, the one on the left. Are you not seeing it? I'm not sharing the right tab. Damn it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. The one on the left is the Saturn rocket. One on the middle is the current Starship. And then that's the space shuttle.
And that's the space shuttle that went to the moon. Okay, so
no,
that's
the one
rocket.
on the left went to the moon. The capsule, just the very top
that's
capsule.
The very top one. Yep, that's right.
Yep, just the very
this is
top
the
capsule.
rocket and this.
Then the middle is the current
So
Starship.
that top part with the silver line, that's their spaceship.
Yes,
the middle one?
the middle one, the whole black piece up here is the Starship.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes. Yep.
And then to the moon, go back to the Saturn rocket.
Yes.
He's right about the capsule, but directly underneath it, that's where the LIM is stored. So they had to disconnect from that, turn around, go pull the lunar excursion model out of that.
Yes.
And then everything else down is all rocket just to get him into outer space.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like, I know the steps, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't tell you, but I've seen
We
Apollo
have
13.
viewers.
Huh?
We have viewers.
But I'm like, I know Apollo 13.
Yeah.
The movie.
So this was let's see, share this one. I thought this was like a slow motion of the big top. You saw how big that was. I mean, how much force it takes to get that off the ground.
33 engines.
It's 33 rocket engines, yes.
Hopefully they have an excellent view of it from behind where you can see all the exhausts firing.
Oh yeah. Such a cool thing.
And who's flying alongside that they got a view like that?
It's probably drone, but there you can see the engines really well right there.
Yeah.
You can see the engines up in there.
That's pretty. I like the sound. The sound's kind of nice.
Yeah. And then this was, so they basically, the next time they come in, they're going to try and capture it like they did the rocket booster. But this is in the Indian Ocean. This is after the Starship came back from space, and so they put a buoy out in the Indian Ocean and were able to land right next to the buoy.
Wow.
Yeah. So they pre-positioned this buoy and then were able to land right next to it. See, it just sets itself down.
What?
And
Yep.
extinguishes itself.
Sticks the landing, then it falls over and catches on fire. Because it's in water. I mean, they're but you saw the landing was really, really smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, no, they had planned on it falling over and catching on fire.
Oh,
did you?
That was part of the plan all along.
Any chance you have a copy of the Soyuz landing? This is like 101 reasons to never trust Russia.
I don't know. How do you spell Soyuz? Do you remember?
SOYUZ, I think.
Did they try and land one or what?
Oh no, they land all the time. It's just how they land. And I can't imagine how they talked the first guy into getting in knowing this is how they land.
With the parachutes?
The parachutes only slow it down. And then before,
like this?
And that's it coming in at a pretty good clip.
Oh yeah.
And then just before it lands,
whoa.
Man.
Does it?
It fires like retro rockets just before it contacts.
Yeah,
Earth
it
to
looked like
cushion
it.
the cushion the
Right.
landing.
I saw that. You can just see it, just barely, like right there.
Yep.
Like you see the fire go off.
Just
Wow.
to cushion the landing. Like,
Holy moly.
imagine talking the first guy into doing that. It's like,
Yeah.
being the first guy to test a shark bite suit.
Like it won't kill you, I promise.
All
it
of our
won't
research
hurt.
says.
Yeah. But need you to go ahead and try it. All right, let's see it. This.
Yeah, Sharon. Yeah.
There we go.
One parachute. It's like, our capsules come down with 3.
Mhm.
Its landing target about 90 miles to the southeast of the remote town of Jezkazgan.
I don't know if this
Afghanistan or Kazakhstan desert.
Nope. I guess it doesn't show the landing on this one. Darn it. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know it fired off the rockets right before it hit the ground.
Yeah, I think there was even one or
That's
two
pretty
that
crazy.
did not have a parachute. So it came in, at warp 70. And then
Ooh.
once again, just before touchdown. And it's kind of cool because it'll actually lift it up just a little bit.
Sure, it bounces it back.
Yeah.
That's called road rash.
Everyone knows the Soyuz descent module lands on a large parachute. The type landing is called a parachute jet. The thing that the parachute reduces vertical speed about 20 kilometers an hour. This seems like a little, but hitting the ground at such speed is quite painful. In order to protect health, that's not safe to fragile cargo. The descent module is a soft landing engine. Soft landing engines is what they're called. SLEs. They turn on about 1 meter from the surface. Whoa.
1 meter.
Why is that?
That's like 3 feet.
3 feet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
One stride.
Yeah. One stride. One step right
Wow.
before you hit it. They turn on their little jets.
My
Man,
stride
better
ain't
hope your
3
radar's
feet.
working.
Michael's stride is
Okay,
3 feet.
yeah. Like my stride is 1.5 too.
There's 6 of them on the bottom. Not all this is maybe turned on normally, depending on the mass of the ship. But yeah, you can see it right there, right before it hits. That's crazy. Look
And
at
you're
that.
just like hoping it works.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But if it's not going to work, you're not going to have too much time to, do something about it.
Wow.
And-
And yeah. Wow.
Oh, and before
crazy.
you go, I have homework assignment.
Oh, homework assignment.
Science.
All right. Ooh.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Longitudinal lines. They're the ones that go up and down on the globe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
They separate time. Every 15 degrees is another time zone. Right? You following me? The more you go east or west, every longitude line is 15 degrees and it's another time zone. You advance an hour or you subtract an hour depending on the way you're going.
Okay.
All these lines meet at the poles.
Uh-huh.
So what time zone are the poles in?
Their own.
Sure. Think about it.
I don't
Oh
know.
no, this will never be a Jody. This
You're
will
not
never-
going to dwell much on that for the next
No,
episode, yeah.
No. Well, I'm just telling you, my
Okay.
life depended on. I couldn't give you an answer.
All right, so you guys got to decide which one is the best new MSNBC logo.
Oh.
Well,
so the dragon thing is because you guys know who Joe Rogan is, right?
Yes.
So on The View the other day, they were making fun. They were saying how bad a guy Joe Rogan is, and they said he really believes in dragons. Like they actually believe that he believes that there really were dragons at some point in time in history. So that's why we have dragon on two different ones of these.
I'm going 4. I'm going classic. I love my peacock.
Okay.
Technically, there are dragons even in the world today.
Ooh.
Komodo.
Yes.
And actually, horned frog's a dragon.
All right, which one are you gonna pick, Michael?
Patty likes number 3.
I do like number 3, but I was like,
Yeah.
I like number 3, but I don't think they need to include the dragon just because The View made a view about it.
I was like, I would have gone
I
number
know.
3 if it didn't have the dragon. But I like the hot tones and I like the
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Ooh. I'm kind of liking number 2 myself. I like the
Yeah, what are
one.
the
I like
images of
the
the
one
colors?
dragon, and
They're
then
also
I
Star
think they're
Wars
just
logos.
yeah. I don't think they're meant. I just think they're meant to be logos.
Squirrels.
Okay.
No hidden gay.
Oh,
Yeah,
agenda
and
in
bearded.
there.
I'm going to pick one I'm going to go to.
And bearded dragons.
Yeah,
Patty
bearded
has
dragons.
a small dragon.
You're going
So
2,
she's-
Michael?
I'm going to go with 2.
All right, I'm gonna go 4.
Yeah.
2, 4, 3. Anybody else?
I just don't think Donald should be on it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I don't see the point of that one
don't
either.
see the point of that one.
No, I mean,
Yeah. All right.
all right.
Good job.
Yay. All right.
We've saved America again with one podcast at a time.
Yes, we have. All right. Well, I'll be back I should be back on Tuesday. And then next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And filming.
So we will have the day after Thanksgiving show, and then we'll be filming on Saturday.
Yeah. Lots
And
to
then
do.
Tomorrow,
Black Friday podcast.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll have some fun Black Friday videos, but nobody actually goes
That
out.
sounds like fun.
Oh,
What
cat.
time is the
Mama's
game
on 2.
Sunday, Michael?
What's that?
What time is the game on Sunday?
9, right?
We don't have a game. We have a bye week finally.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
really?
Kind of happy about that then.
Oh,
I'm sure of it. It's bye week. Yeah.
I have the
Okay.
burlesque brunch.
Right.
Yeah. Calls at 11.
Number 2 wins. Ha ha.
Psh, pish and Toshi.
Dun, dun,
Pish and
dun.
Toshi.
Mom
All
comes
right.
through with number 2.
I'm out.
And Patty.
Okay. And Patty. No, Patty was 3. Me, you, and Mom were 2.
Ah.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you.